Hey there, folks. Welcome to day 53 of my year of solo board gaming, which has been considered by many to be ill-advised and stupid. Thank you so much for those of you who are clicking like on the video, clicking subscribe, who are commenting. We are in the middle of Nature Week. We are currently doing games that have some sort of natural component to them. So yes, Wingspan will be in this week as well. But right now we're doing Parks, and I love Parks. I love the look of Parks. Parks is one of those games. It'd be very easy for Parks to just say, you know what, we've got beautiful looking components. We don't need to worry about the game. The game itself is great. I love the game. We're playing with the Nightfall expansion. The Nightfall expansion has some different parks, all of which have an additional instant components. So, for example, this one requires 2 trees, 3 tokens of any type, as well as you get a gear card as soon as you get it, which is kind of nice because I really don't do a whole lot of gear cards in the game. It has different year goals as well. So the year goal in this case that I have is set of icons of parks, and that basically means unique sets of individual symbols. The quickest way to count those is count the number of symbols that you have the fewest of. That's how many sets you have. You start off the solo version with the first player marker and the token, as well as a lit camera, a lit candle, lit campfire. That's the word I'm looking for. I've got my canteen, which in this case is going to allow me to convert any one token to a wild card, as well as you could reserve a park instead. And with the Nightfall expansion, you do actually start with 1 wild. This is actually from the Nightfall expansion. It's a little owl. It took me forever, by the way, to realize that wildlife were wild cards. I never quite got that. I didn't quite understand what the point of them was until like a few games in. Solo scoring, basically these are, since you have greater scoring opportunities according to the game, you have to get at least 25 points to become at least casual. That's the threshold that we're looking for. We're going to try to get to 25. If we don't get to 25, it'll count as a loss, and 25 or more will count as a win. There are no ties here, and I'm not disqualifying myself because I know how to play this game. Not like Flashpoint. That was bad. That was really bad. If you haven't watched the 2 Flashpoint videos, by the way, holy cow, do I mess that up. I mess up Flashpoint horribly. Nightfall also adds, sorry while I adjust here, a new camping aspect to it. Basically, when you're on the trail, you can choose to do the camping instead of taking the weather, and you basically get to claim the abilities of any of these cards over here. I know these are a little difficult to see, but you can always trade 3 sun in for a new year goal. You can do other actions that are on here. You can only do them once. When the ranger comes through, when the back ranger comes through, so let's say you've got the front ranger here and the back ranger comes through, once they reach a camp or either pass it or stop on it, that camping icon goes away. Doesn't fill up anything here, but it just goes away. So you no longer have that available to you. We've not actually drawn the season card yet. I'll get to that in a moment. I'm going to leave the other trailhead cards here. One thing I have found is that this Parks trailhead, so this is the way that the trails works, is that you have 5 tiles that are always part of the path. Then there are 4 other tiles, and that one by one they'll be added to this thing and shuffled up. And the thing is, if this Parks one isn't in like the first couple passes, things get really bad really quick. I find that it's really helpful to actually have an ability to visit and reserve a park other than the trail end. And if you don't get this until the 4th pass through, you're screwed. You're essentially screwed. Good luck. Your score will be so much smaller. You don't start off with, in the solo mode, you don't start off with any gear out. The gear cards are actually how you determine how far the ranger moves. And as the ranger moves, they will be collecting weather tokens to fill this up. In addition, the back ranger, if they land on something that has both weather and camping, you can choose which one you want to give up. So that can sometimes help prevent anything bad from happening. And then in the solo mode, you do have this thing over here. This tracks how many weather they've collected and what's going to happen if they collect a certain weather. So, for example, if they get to 3 water, I will lose all my sun. And then we'll select another one. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to set this area here for reserved parks and this area here for visited parks, as well as photos. So hopefully that will be nice and clear to watch as we play along. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we got to draw a season card. We haven't drawn a season at all. Parks cost 1 less water to visit. That's actually really nice. And we're going to go ahead and set up the weather for the year. The weather is down here in the lower right-hand corner. It's going to be water, sun, water, water, sun, water. So like that. So a lot of water out here, which is good, but a little worrisome because they're going to basically come along here and take all my sun. And I don't want them to take my sun. Let's go ahead and get started here. We go first. We are going to go ahead and jump to, I think, I really, really want that. I really want that. But I'm not going to get anywhere close to getting it. And I think I need this first. So I am actually going to jump here, get this water. We also get a mountain at the same time. You can have at most 12 icons at any one time. And I think you have to discard down if you have more than 12. So that's something to keep in mind. Now we flip to see how far the front ranger goes. They draw 3. So because my hiker is out in the lead, we take the front ranger. If these were on separate tiles, then this would be the front ranger. They move 3 ahead. They take the water that's there, and that is as far as that goes. I'm now going to go ahead and move this my hiker, 1 forward. I'm going to take the sun that's there, and I'm also going to take advantage of this symbol, and I'm going to go ahead and reserve this. And I'm realizing now I should have filled up my canteen when I had an opportunity, but that will come soon enough. I also could have chosen to camp, which means I would have gotten a canteen and water potentially, and I might still do that. Right now, though, the back ranger is going to move because the front ranger is in the lead. They draw 3 as well. So 1, 2, 3. Had they drawn a 2, they would have continued 1 forward and gone to that square there. I'm going to go ahead and jump here to here. And I have to extinguish my campfire because I'm on the same tile that my other hiker is on. And I'm going to go ahead and use the camping. I'm actually going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to use this gain a canteen and gain a water. And I think what I want... Oh, I forgot to replace this. Sorry. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to take this. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I'm doing. All right, so front range, both rangers are in the lead. They draw 2. One of them goes here. They get this little sun thing. I'm going to jump ahead to here so that no matter what, they cannot get this filled out on this first turn. I'm going to get a water and a sun. Sorry, a water and a forest. They're then going to go 3. They're in the lead, so technically this back ranger goes. They're going to go here. The back ranger has now passed the other camping icons, so they're going to remove those. Those are no longer available to us. I'm now going to go ahead and jump to here. And when I land here, I get to secure the first player token and then reserve another park. I'm going to go ahead and reserve this Redwood Park because I think that is actually probably my best bet. They're going to draw that's going to draw another one. One of them is going to go 3. This ranger right here will go 3. That means they'll move into this area. They will get rid of the third park from there, and it does not get replaced. In addition, the 3s all get shuffled back into here. Now, it's very important to note, this is something that I've been making a mistake on the solo game. The ranger will occupy this dark screen space here, and that's as far as they go. They don't go any further except for this top one. On the top one, they can go here, and they can claim the first player token if I have not already done so. And if I have already done so, they will then instead block that action for the remainder of the season. So that is an important thing to be aware of. However, I am good. That is all shuffled back in together, and I get to go. Now, I'm going to get to do a trail end action no matter what. And part of me is thinking that I should grab some more water so I can get this taken care of. I'll get to reserve a park no matter what. Visit a park no matter what, and I kind of want to do that here. What I'm thinking is that, plus my hiker landed on the trail end, so I get to relight my campfire. My campfire is lit, and I say that because what I want to do is I want to jump here. I want to get some more waters. And I'll go ahead and fill up the canteen. That'll give me another forest. Alright, that is unfortunate. The other ranger basically gets rid of this second park. And they take away my camera. No photos! But now that everyone is at the trail end, except for myself, I get to move my guy to the trail end. And I get to do one more final action. And I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the seasonal aspect and do 3 waters, 1 forest, 1 mountain. And I have secured my first park. I don't think I can visit multiple parks on the same turn if I have that ability. I certainly don't have enough tokens for it, but if that is a good question. Now, I want to make sure I'm doing these things in the right order. One thing I was doing with Flashpoint that was really bad was that I was switching up 2 of the steps. And as a result, yeah, there we go. Player with the camera token may turn in 1 token to take a picture. That's not me. Empty all the canteens. We'll go ahead and do that. And then move all the hikers back to the trail beginning. All right. Now, at the start of the next season, you will gather up all of the trailheads. You'll add 1 more in. And then we will shuffle this out and make up a new season. No matter what, I have a feeling that we are not going to be able to avoid them getting water. Which means that I will have to discard all my sun, and so hopefully we can use up that sun before things go too much farther. Alright, so first one is going to be swapping that out. And I think I might do that really quick. We're going to put these out. It's like Parks is going to be right at the end there. Alright. Camping tents in the solo mode go 1 before the trail end, 3 before the trail end, 5 before the trail end. In addition, each of these should now have the 2 on them. So this will get flipped, this stays the same way, and this will get flipped. So that's now our new setup. We're going to draw a new season card. Gain 1 water if you gain forest on any turn. And we're going to get a lot more water. This is going to be a water-heavy game, I think. But that's okay. We're going to take care of our sun situation in just a moment here. Let's see. Let's get some sun out. Let's see where we're going to go for the sun. And we gain 1 water if we gain any forest on a turn, so that's something important to keep in mind. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to move here and grab this water. Oh, and I forgot to put out some new parks. So let's go ahead and put out some parks. We're going to go ahead and we could either do this, reserve a park, or we could do this and fill this. Yeah, we'll do this because I'm sorry, I even had to think about it. That gains us a forest. We gained a forest, so because of the season, we gain 1 water. We fill that up, and now we can reserve a park. We're going to go ahead and reserve Yosemite because it's worth a lot of points. Plus, we'll get 1 point for every complete set. And right now, we're kind of behind on mountains in terms of our reserved parks. But now I think we can actually do really well moving forward. So we're going to replace that. And then we're going to go ahead and take advantage of this. And we're going to change this from 1 sun. I think we're just going to change the sun into a mountain. And I think if I had changed it to a forest, I wouldn't gain an additional water. And on top of that, it's if you gain any forest on a turn, gain 1 water. So we're done with that turn. We're still on the same turn, so we're not going to get an additional water on top of that. So now the ranger goes. The ranger will be going 2. They'll be jumping forward. They'll be moving here to the sun. They have filled up their water tracker. So we remove all their waters. We have to discard any sun. We don't have any sun. We showed them. That goes to the bottom. And now we've got that. So now it's our turn. We're kind of in a difficult situation. I kind of want to take advantage of this over here. Get some sun, get some forest, get some water. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to jump here. We're going to use the camping. It's our last opportunity to use this ability. We don't get the sun, however. You can either camp or get the weather. You can't do both. So we're going to use the camper to get a canteen. Okay. Let's put that there. We're going to get a water so we can fill up that canteen, which means we get 2 sun. We still complete the action here, which is gain a forest. And that is it. We gained a forest on this turn, so we're going to get 1 more water. And now we are rolling in it. Now, the front ranger is going to be the one that moves. So they're going to go ahead 1. They move to the water. I kind of need... You know what? Let's jump here. We're going to get another water. And we can grab another canteen. This allows us to swap 2 out. Except we can't trade wild. And I'm just sort of looking ahead. And I think what I want to do is I want to use this to fill this up. I want to trade these in for forest. I've gained a forest on this turn, so I'll gain another water. And that's good. They're going to go 2 more ahead, this time going here. They might get the first player token. It's kind of hard to tell. I think, in fact, I'm willing to bet on it, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and jump here, get the mountain. We'll let the back player... This will cause the back hiker to basically catch up a little bit. Now, if they draw 3, they're going to fill up that sun. I lose the first player token. Not the end of the world. I'm going to go ahead and jump to here. I have to use my campfire. I'm going to get 2 sun. The back... And I'm at 12 now. I can't get any more. But the back ranger is still going to be the one that moves. That's a 1. They have completed this. They get the first player token. We take these suns back. We go on to the next one. And I think that means if I land here, it's like once you gain the first player, you can't do anything else. You can't go, I can't land here and then get that. What I can do is, I've got a lot for the parks right now. I don't have enough to, what do I want to do? I want to do this, I think. I want to jump here to the water and then use the park so I can get this down to a reasonable amount. We'll go ahead and get this park. So that'll be 3 and 2. I took the weather off that, so I can't do the camping, which is a shame because I could have used the camping to actually get, like, actually swap that out. But that's as much as I can do. Ranger, this ranger is now going to go 3, which means that they'll get rid of this one, and the other 3s will get shuffled back in. I still need to gather a lot of resources, though. And I don't think the canteen is going to help me do it. So I think I'm going to jump ahead to the sun. I kind of wish... All right. If I jump ahead to here, I can reserve this park and then use this ranger to actually visit it. It's not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and reserve. Let's go ahead and jump here. I am going to go ahead and take this. We're taking this one. We're taking this one. I want the points. And we're still going to be able to... Oh, that is such a nice one. Okay, so now it is the back ranger's turn. They're going to jump ahead 3. They cleared this out. We did get to relight our candle, though. Our campfire, though. Not our candle. I don't know why I keep saying candle. We're going to go ahead and visit here. We're going to grab 2 more sun. That, like, takes our candle out. Campfire. Ranger goes. They land on the 3 as well, so nothing happens. I get 1 more trail action at the end, so I can do one of these. The only one I can really do is the National Redwood Park. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and use these to do it. So let's go ahead. No, we'll use these. And we also get to draw the top card of the gear deck, which is you may gain wildlife instead of forest at the forest trail marker. Plus this gets relit. So that goes into our visited. We'll go ahead and just start lining these up like this. We don't get the photo opportunity, unfortunately, so that's that. But we're doing not too bad. So at the end of the season, I don't have the camera. I empty all my canteens, which I now have a ton of, and I'm going to move these all back here. Okay, and then we're going to move that. That would have disappeared, by the way, once the back camper reached it. I should have taken that into account. Draw the top card here. We're in season 3. So we're going to remove this, and we have to move this to season 3, this to season 3. This is already on season 3. I'm not sure what that is, what that stands for. Move all water from your canteen to your supply, then gain water. Holy cow. That is, that's a little insane. That's a good way to get a lot of water really quick. So how many sets do I have right now? I have 1 set of, I'm going to get 1 point for my thing. I need to get one of these mountain ones done, and then at least that point I'll be up to 2 sets. Or actually, no, 3 sets. Possibly even 4. Yeah, 4 sets. Whoa. Yeah, if I can get either of these 2 parks that I've reserved, I will get 4. 4. That should be replaced now. 4 points for my year-end gold, which is a lot. I usually don't get anything on my year-end gold. Year-end golds are difficult. They are a bit awkward. I do not like that. I think that is, what is that? Water and you get to go again or something like that. I need to look that up because I never use it. I never use that spot. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here again, starting right before the trail end and then skipping every other space. We're going to get a new season. Parks cost 1 less sun to visit. That is very helpful. And then it's going to be sun, 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 and sun. And then waters for the rest. There we go. That's the correct way to do it. We do not have first player tokens, so they're going to go first. 2. One of them will jump here. That's all very lovely. kind of messes me up because I really wanted to get a water to jump in right away. This is going to be tricky. The parks is not going to kick in until after that. But I think I see what I can do. I'm going to go here, take this sun, and then take a forest. Now, instead of forest, I may gain the wildlife, which might seem helpful, because it is helpful. Let's go ahead and take a wildlife instead. Okay, so I got a cat. Let's see, one back ranger is going to go. They're going to skip me. They don't want to be in the same spot with me, so they'll land here. And now, what I need to do is I need to get some damn water. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And I don't want to jump too far ahead. I want to just make sure I understand what that icon is. Turn into water to copy the action from another site occupied by a hiker. Okay. So I have no water, so there's no point in doing that. I could use the whatever. I guess a wild card. Could use a wild card for that, right? Let's do this. Jump forward. Get the sun. Use a wild card as the water. If I'm doing that wrong, please let me know in the comments. We're going to copy the ability here, which is to swap out two things. And we're going to swap out two suns for two waters. I don't think I'm doing this right. Swap this out. We're going to get a wild card. Yeah, and then we'll do this to allow us to visit a park where we use up these two wilds, the mountain, and then these three suns, which wipes us out completely. But we got Yosemite, and now we're up to 4 points for our final. So we are doing well. A lot better than usual. I'm already up to 20 points, and we're only in season 3. And then that should do it. I'm hoping I did that correctly. If I did not do that correctly, I apologize, but as far as I can tell by the rules, that was completely fine to do. I'm going to just double check that because I feel like I might have just really messed up. Wild cards, looking up the wild cards. Wildlife cannot be used to fill a canteen, which I don't think I did, no. Or traded in, gained in as part of the 1/1, which is fine. Yeah, it's actually visit the river. So that's fine. It actually says you can use wildlife to visit the river. I use wildlife to visit the river. I am doing all right. Okay, so where was I? 3. One of these hikers is going to go 3. They're going to get another water. And discard a reserved park and all of your wildlife. That blows. I hate losing that. But I didn't lose any wildlife. And so there are worse things in the world to have happened. There are some bad ones. That wasn't that bad. Okay. We're going to go ahead and jump to here. We're going to get this sun so we can actually start to get some stuff back. We might as well... We could jump here and we're going to get 3 waters and then we can do a whole bunch of stuff with that. So let's go ahead and do that. And that means that we don't get the sun. But we will take these 2 waters back. We're going to get some more water. We get a canteen. A 5th canteen. I'm going to point out we have 5 canteens. We're going to go ahead and reserve a park. We'll take this one because it's got a lot of excess on it. A lot of symbols on it. It's probably not the best one to go with, but I kind of want to get as many as I can right now. We'll go ahead and use this to get a mountain. And this to get 2 sun. Okay, and this gets replaced. Let's see, 1, so they're going to go there. I really want to go here, where the hiker is, but I think for now I'm just actually going to move this one up. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm a little torn as what to do. So on this next turn, the back ranger is going to move. And they're either going to go here or here to get the sun. Let's go ahead and just simply take. Let's go here. Let's get some. Let's swap these around. We're going to swap these for waters, and we're going to fill this up. We're going to keep this water actually, and we're going to get some wildlife. Back ranger is going to go 2, and they're going to land on the same spot. I am going to move to here. To get the sun and a mountain. I'm not playing. I think the wheels will come off a little bit. All right, back ranger is going to go 2. They're going to get another sun. I'm going to move. No, that's not going to make any sense to do that. I move here, I get the sun, and I get a canteen, but I don't really need a canteen. I could move here. I can claim a park. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and use my campfire. I'm going to go ahead and claim this park and trade in all of this. Oh wait, parks cost 1 less sun to visit, so that's helpful. Back ranger is going to be the one that moves. They move 2. Clearing out that camp. I want the first player token. I'm also going to reserve a park. Replace it. Sleeping bag. This goes into 2. They keep the camera on. They've got the camera already. But this one goes away. Does not get replaced. I'm going to go here. Take the water and 2 sun. Not going to do the other camping thing. Ranger is going to finish no matter what. They're going to go into 3. That means they take away the 3rd park, and all the 3s get shuffled back in, which fortunately isn't too many. But I do get 1 more park action, and for that last park action, do you know what I'm doing? I'm going to Denali. So that, and then 2 others. We'll use the suns because those are easier to get. Got that, and we also get a wildlife in return as our instantaneous thing. And that's it. That is the entire. That's the entire season 3. So far, we're doing really well. Believe it or not, this is a remarkably good game for me. But we have to finish off the season here, and I want to make sure again that I'm doing this correctly. So first of all, I don't have the camera still. I am going to empty all water out of here, and return those to the supply. We are going to remove the camp things, move everybody back to the trailhead. I get to go first in this last one, and it's really, you get an extra point. It's not really that important to secure the first player token, but you do get an extra point for it. And right now we are sitting at a very good amount of points. That's all I'll say, is that it's a very good amount of points. Then we've got 5 complete sets right now for the tiles, which is really good. Plus we've got, 21 points in parks. So we're already looking at 26 points total. If I can just do well on this last round, I have a chance of actually getting a pretty decent score. For a change, we'll go ahead and replace these. These all go to the 4. So these are going to be our last flips there, the last things we can do. I do find it funny that you can swap gear cards out for year-end cards. That's what that last camping thing is, which I might do, because that might be a good way to get some points right near the end. Very unpredictable, though. You have no idea what it's going to be. So parks right at the front. Should be good for reserving something. It's going to be difficult to figure out what, though. We're going to draw a season. Oh, campers go there, there, there. We're going to swap that down to the bottom. Add water to each of the current parks. This could have a very good effect. Plus, we're going to do sun and water on each of these. We're just going to alternate back and forth, which means that all the camps coincide with water. Something to keep in mind. There we go. Okay, so I get to go first. I'm taking this. I'm going to go ahead and reserve a park. I'm reserving this one. In addition, that gives me some water to fill a canteen with. I'm going to reserve a park. Like what I'm doing there. And I'm going to go ahead and get 2 more sun to fill that up. And that, I think, is as much as I need to do. I need to replace the parks here. And then first park ranger will go 3. 1, 2, 3, they'll get a sun. They're probably going to complete sun on this first one. We'll go ahead and move him there. We'll do this 1 to get we'll get a forest. Plus I get to swap 2 of these out. I will swap 2 of these suns for 2 waters. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. You might think that I'd use the water to fill up the canteens, but what I want to do is I want to hold off a bit. I want to actually visit one of these parks with the back hiker. 3, so 1, 2, 3. They'll both be there. They'll move 1 forward. Can I actually do this? Yes, I can. I can visit either one actually with this and then one of these 2. They're both pretty much the same thing. Which is going to do me better in terms of count? Right now I've got 5 mountain and 7. So it's going to be the mountain one. Definitely. So that's another 4 points plus another set. We'll put that right there because I'm starting to run out of space there, which is awesome. 2. Front ranger goes here. They're going to complete the sun. Move your back hiker to the closest ranger down trail. Now, if I remember right, down trail's that way, and so I can't move either of those 2 back. Is that right? I need to check that really quick. That's actually a good bit of terminology that I'm not sure is easily explained in here. Down trail, up trail. Just looking, see what that means. Trail sites, trail terminology. Trailhead is not the first site. Do I see down trail, up trail? I don't see down trail. Really frustrating. I don't see it anywhere. Maybe on the back somewhere. Down trail to the closest ranger. Okay, so that's what it is. So I have to move the back hiker to the closest ranger down trail. That'll be here. That's what that was. We're now on the next one. And the only one that they can get is the water one, which is discard all water, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. So I don't think this is a concern anymore. 3. I think what I want to do, because I think I should have a lit fire, but I'm not entirely sure of that. I think I forgot to relight this at the end of the last turn. I'm going to go ahead and say that I did. I'm going to jump to here, use the camping to swap out my gear. I think this just simply goes to the bottom. And you can swap a gear card for a year card. So set of 2, 3, 4 parks. So for every set of 2, 3, 4 that I have, I will get an extra 2 points. Right now I have one set of 2, 3, 4. So what I want to do is I want to get at least one more 2, I think. And that will be really good. But now I have used my campfire. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that. Back ranger, I think, is going to go. They're going to go 3. They're going to need a water here. They're going to basically clear out this camping. Oh, that actually should have been cleared out anyway, because I used that. All right. Front rangers in the back, and I really need to use the waters. We'll go ahead. Oh, I forgot to get my 2 water for that, too. And we'll go ahead and use one of those in the forest one, because we'll need that. What do we need? We need 2 more waters and a sun. I think what I want to do is I want to move here and use the camping icon to clear out all of the water. I think I may have played that wrong in the previous time. Yeah, I was supposed to be move all water to the supply. That's not good. I messed up big time on the previous. I'm not going to DQ it, but that is something to keep in mind. So I'm actually just going to take the suns. I'm not going to worry about the camping icon area. 1, so they'll move here. I'll get another water. Again, they're not going to fill up either of these at this point. I need to get some more water, but I need to get this person moved first. I guess I'll move here. I'll get the water, and I'll trade a sun for a wild. Back ranger goes. They're going to go to here. I'm going to go ahead and I can now get this park. But I want to reserve, I want to make sure I get the first player token. So this will be the last. Let's do this. Let's go here. Actually, that was stupid. We'll go here. We'll jump ahead. We'll get the first player token, and we'll reserve this park here. Probably not the brightest thing to do. We'll put that there. We'll fill up the canteen, and we'll get a mountain. And we secure the first player token, so that's good. Let's see, we go 1 forward. They'll get a sun. This camp is cleared out now. Also, we get to relight the fire. What do we need to get these last 2 parks? We need to actually claim both parks, which I don't think I can do. I don't think I can visit both. And so this will give me 4 points. This will give me 4 points. I don't think it's going to make a difference. So unfortunately, I think if I went here, yeah, we're going here. We're going camping. We're going to do the water cleared out thing. We're going to do it right this time. We're going to gain a water so we can visit a park. This should have been replaced, by the way. So now we're going to go ahead and clear these out. Is that? That's not going to do it for me. Oh, because we do actually get a mountain as part of this square. So I pick up a mountain. That means I get to go to Mammoth. There we go. All right. This ranger goes to 2. They're going to keep the camera. We're going to get rid of this. And then finally, I'm going to jump into here. I'm going to reserve a park. I'm going to visit a park. That's going to be 2 water, 1 wild, 1 sun. There's my last park. So a bit of a kludgy thing, because I did really mess up with that water thing earlier because I wasn't clear on that, but I'm still not going to count that against me because I've been having a lot of bad luck lately with games, and because I'm not very good at games. I think that's the thing too. I'll discount my score of 5 points. How about that? I'll knock 5 points off my score for that mudge up. But we're going to do really well here. And I'm saying I can knock off 5 points because that's a lot of points that I'm going to be dealing with. So let's just look at it this way. We got, just for the parks alone, we got 10 points here, 11, so that's 21, 10 more there, 31 points for the parks, which is insane. We got 1 more point for first player, so that's 32. Then we look at the goals. The goals were 2 points for every set of 2, 3, 4 parks. Now, we've only got 2 2s. We've got 2 3s and a number of 4s. So that's 4 points total. That's going to put me at 36. We also get 1 point for every set of like individual symbols. So we count up the smallest amount of symbols that we have. That might be the sun, which at this point is at 10. The water is at 11. The mountains are at 9. So that's actually our smallest so far. And then it looks like the forest is at 9. So 9 points total for that. So what did I say? 32 to 36, 45. I'll knock 5 points off. I'll knock 10 points off. I'm going to be at 35. That's still, you've made memories that last a lifetime. I'm willing to knock 10 points off my score just to make this more official. Still came out on top. I think this is, this piece right here is key. One of the things I find is that if this comes out early, if this comes out in the first season, you're golden. You'll be flipping over parks left and right. You'll be reserving parks left and right. Whereas if it comes out on the 4th, you're done. The ability to have 2 extra park actions each turn, each season is really, really monumental. And I cannot overstate that enough. So even with that big mess up there with the waters, I'm still going to count this as a win. And with that, thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.